Hello everyone, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Mike.
And this is Thursday the 21st.
Yeah, this is the Q&A that's normally on Friday, but we've had so many questions we thought, hey, let's do it today. Let's be spontaneous.
It's been a lot of good feedback from our demo, so we thought we'd just try and get through some of those questions and thoughts right now. Okay, well let's jump straight in. The first question is, can you erase paint trails? And if not, why not?
So we've had a few people ask this. My answer to it is I don't think we're going to need to do that. Something that's not in the demo is the way that the trails are going to work. It's going to be slightly more dynamic. So if you don't have people walking on a trail, it's going to disappear faster. And obviously, because it's just a quick demo, we haven't been able to teach the player necessarily, how to just paint down a new path. If you don't want them to follow the old one, paint a new one down.
I'm really looking forward to seeing something along the lines of, if a path's being followed, when we know the last guy in the line is going along it, we just remove the path from behind them so that it gets rid of that cluttered path text that you don't need anymore.
Yeah, we saw a few people that just sort of went a bit crazy and just started painting everywhere, which was quite interesting to watch.
It's because it's fun, isn't it? It's because it's fun to paint stuff. So
it is fun to paint.
They just think, oh, this is how it works.
Yeah, I think something else that's in the demo, I think if you draw a circle at the moment, which connects up, I think it lasts sort of like double the length that it does normally. So I think people that were drawing those big swirly things,
vortex,
just had this thing staying on screen for about 2 minutes, which is unintentional. Okay, so the second question is that the units in the game weren't necessarily standing out as much as they should. The one guy that was standing apart was the big guard.
Soldier guard man.
And actually, interestingly, before we released the demo, we did actually change all the colours of the troops, but it was such a last-minute change, and it didn't look particularly good.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Maybe it wasn't the best one. Who knows?
No. So it's something we're definitely aware of, and it will be fixed in the final game. But it wasn't as simple a solution as just saying, right, here's some blue guys, here's some yellow guys. It kind of ruined the look a little bit. Yeah,
we're certainly aware of it, and it's something we completely agree on. Basically, we'll sort it out. Okay, what is the ultimate goal of the story mode? Who is the bad guy?
Well, the bad guy, hopefully, will be one of you.
As the king or queen of England.
As the king or queen of England. We're making him out to be quite a bad guy. He's the leader of the notorious Black Hearts.
Or he's rumoured to be.
Rumoured to be
the leader, or at least heavily involved with the Black Hearts.
And of course, some of this story stuff will probably change as we create the game. But right now, the thought is that he's discovered the secret to immortality through stealing people's souls.
Yeah, it means that he gets to live for a naturally long life, and those souls are never liberated, so they're stuck.
In some way, souls are linked to the nether, and so if that supply is cut off, then bad stuff happens.
Yeah, something along the lines of, if the natural order of things is disrupted, the nether begins to disintegrate. So that's where Grimm starts to notice things are going wrong. But yeah, certainly there is an antagonist.
There certainly is.
So we're going to leave that up to you guys to discover more about that when you play the game.
Okay, right. Next question: is this your first game?
Right. Well, this will be our first announced game. Certainly, this is the first game you guys know about. But we have been working on a super secret iPad game, which is really cool. It's very tempting to talk about, but we can't talk about it yet.
Can't talk about it.
Soon, we're talking within the next few weeks. You'll hear all about it. I'm sure. It's very cool. What's next?
Okay.
Here you go. Can you say when to attack as well as where and who? And so this question, by the way, is can you set people up on a delay? Can you say this guy goes first, then this one?
Yeah, I saw this was on Reddit, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was a Reddit question.
So that was a really interesting question. So I'd kind of see that if we were to implement something like that, where you could almost pause the game, draw your paths, and then unpause and watch all your troops sort of go off at the same time. I'm gonna I'm actually saying I think that's a pretty cool idea. I think it's something we should try out here. My first thought on it is that it sounds quite powerful. So
the real time nature is also what.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a special ability perhaps that you cast that sort of freezes the game for 10 seconds to give you a chance to paint things down.
In many ways, I'd say that you can do that now. Get this functionality now if he wasn't talking about what you're suggesting, because don't forget you can draw a nice wide sweeping arc with those troops. That's
very true.
Making them take longer to arrive. So if you want to distract your enemy with the heavy tank sort of class guard guys, while sending your archers round to the left, and not archers, that's poor if they can shoot. But sending around your peasants round to the left to attack the rear flank, you can do that by just drawing a big arc rather than a small one.
That's true. I mean, obviously, there's a skill in timing there.
Yeah.
But when you get it right, that's really rewarding.
Yeah, very nice.
Great. No, I thought that was a great question.
Yeah, very good question. What's next?
So someone has asked, can they basically choose whether their character is going to be male or female? Because in the demo, I think at the moment, we just put the names on all the characters. So potentially, there could have been someone called David, and he was on a female body.
Yep.
Do you know, that won't be in the final game. Of course, we'll let you choose the sex of the villagers. So.
Yeah, we're not suggesting anything by having Bill, Frank, and whatever as the ladies or whatever.
No, to be honest, that was entirely my fault because I just grabbed everyone on the list and kind of shoved them in our system, and it won't be like that.
Can we change how quickly names pop up? Currently, it takes an age with mouse cursor, with unit not moving as well. Yeah, but we have to tweak all that stuff. We just simply got it in to give people an idea of what we're planning on doing, and giving everyone a little bit of a personality. But
it's very first pass.
Yeah. This was a great question, again from Reddit.
Okay.
We actually did an AMA, which stands for Ask Me Anything, on
Which
Reddit.
Is still running, I think.
Still running. We'll probably put a link to it just below here, so you guys can come and add some more questions in. But this one's a really good one for me. Why have black hearts? Why not just allow players to buy everything with souls? The actual question was about 10 times longer than that. But I tried to paraphrase it down. So this is a great question. What the guy's asking is, why are we forcing people to get black hearts from the RTS game rather than just allow people to achieve everything through the business sim? So,
well, I'll let you elaborate on this more. The simple reason is if we don't have that, there's nothing linking the two games together.
Yep, that's right. If you could achieve everything that we want you to achieve in the game through just the business sim, and there's no reason to ever play the RTS, then we might as well be making two separate games for a start. So, and if that's what you wanted, like a pure business sim, then this game will be good for a lot of it. But then that's not really the selling point of the game. The whole point is to have the complete experience.
Yeah, exactly. We want both games sort of entwined with one another.
And you can imagine some really awkward scenarios, like we know that you need to defeat the King or Queen of England in the final level, but you haven't gained any of the skills of control and combat and warfare that you'll need on that final level because you've just done the whole thing through the sim. We need to keep people at least playing the game half and half, that sort of thing.
What else do we have?
Okay, next one, and probably it's the final one.
Yeah, so this isn't actually a question. This is just something that we had quite a few people sending in some bugs yesterday. I especially want to thank Simon Schwartz, who sent loads of bugs in.
Is he actually a tester, or is he just
I don't know. I think he's just someone that really enjoyed the game.
Well, thank you, Simon. Very good.
It was great.
Good work.
So the bug that people were telling us about was the standing on people's shoulders. If you held the summon button down, all your guys would eventually just start standing on top of one another. We actually saw this in the demo. We decided, should we fix this? Should we not? And in the end, we actually thought it could be quite a cool mechanic.
Yeah, it's quite nice, and it makes you smile as well because although they look like they just stood on each other, we'd probably handle it in the real game with a bit of swaying tower kind of a visual to it. It could have it could have a lot of cool, positive gameplay, like perhaps getting your archers higher up so they can shoot over walls.
That's cool.
Who knows?
Or if archers on balconies now you can get to. This is the fun thing about making games is occasionally, things like this will happen and it's emergent. You sort of suddenly figure out, actually, this is really cool. We could use this for something. So
yeah,
that's cool.
It's a good half of game making is just seeing what comes out and going, oh, that's really good.
And I think that is it so far. So please keep your questions coming. It's been great talking with you all. And yeah, we will speak to you again next week.
Speak to you soon. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.